Hey guys, Pearl1701 here, and today we're going to be talking about our top three favorite stories from season one of classic Doctor Who. Now, I've already done season two and three. I did season two first because season two is an interesting case for me because I've never seen a complete story from season two. I've only seen bits and pieces. So that's why I did two first, and then I did three because with so much of three missing, I was curious how that would affect people's choices. And then, of course, I did season four because since it's comprised of stories from two different doctors, I was curious how that would affect people's judgment. But I figured since a few people were wondering if, hey, did I miss season one? Figured I'd go ahead and do season one and talk about it. I'll probably do all of the 60s seasons like this. Not so much the rest of them because we started getting less stories per season. I have a different type of series I want to do from 72 up. But I'll probably do this top three thing for all of the 60s seasons. So season one, I've only seen three stories from. So I guess I'll have to pick those three. That's An Unearthly Child, which I haven't actually watched since like the late or mid 2000s. Excuse me. A friend of mine had it on DVD, and he showed it to me. And of course, the first episode's great, and the other three episodes not so great. To be honest, I only really remember the first episode mostly. The stuff with the cavemen just kind of, it's very vague in my head. I need to rewatch it. Same thing with the Daleks. I watched the Daleks the last time, probably about 2008, 2009-ish. And it's okay. I don't like the Daleks as much as some people do. I think some people place it so high because it is the first story with the Daleks. I don't really care for the Dalek voices in it. And I think 7 parts is too long in it. That and the Doctor himself is kind of out of commission because of the radiation stuff in it. It does have a good atmosphere going through it too. A good atmosphere to it though. Since I've been talking about atmospheric Doctor Who stories recently, I do like the tension, like that when that scene at the end when you just see the plunger arm come up and Barbara screams. It's a great cliffhanger. Really, really a classic. Just the story overall plods along a little too slowly for me. And then the other one I've seen fully is The Reign of Terror, which I actually really like. That's my favorite one I've seen from the season. I like Reign of Terror, especially considering I was watching Reign of Terror, because there was actually a time, I don't know if it still is or not, but just 2 or 3 years ago, when all of The Reign of Terror was on YouTube. You could actually find all 6 parts on YouTube. The 4 surviving live action parts and the 2 animated parts. You could actually watch the whole thing. It wasn't the best quality in the world, but even despite the quality not being the best, I really engaged with the story. I really liked it. Plus, I think the animation for the animated episodes is really good. I actually really enjoy Planet 55's style of animation, so I really enjoyed Reign of Terror. I just thought it was such a good story. I love how the Doctor gets himself in trouble with the one guy. Where are your papers? Because he gets snarky with the guy, he gets a little snarky with him, so the guy's suddenly like, where are your papers, Doctor's like, of course, I also think it's funny when later the Doctor hits him with a shovel. Just, not very Doctor-like thing to do, but I'm willing to bet the first Doctor took some satisfaction from that. It is a really good story. Now, there is one other one on here. I don't know if I've really mentioned this, but I have actually seen the first episode of Edge of Destruction. Because if I remember correctly, Edge of Destruction takes place completely in the TARDIS. And it's been a while since I've seen it. I remember either the Doctor having a bandage on his head or Susan having a bandage on their head. Everybody kind of turning against each other. I think there's a scene where Susan's like laying down in like a hospital bed, and then she tries to stab like Barbara or somebody with a knife because she's freaking out. I don't really remember a lot of it, but I do remember seeing that whole first episode. I don't think I realized at the time it was only a 2-parter. I probably would have went in and watched part 2. But I haven't seen any more. I've just seen the first part of it. And it was okay, but it wasn't engaging enough for me to want to watch any more of it at the time. The ones I'm looking most forward to seeing is Marco Polo, which I know is completely missing. I hope they animate it, but I know it's a massive undertaking to do it. I have seen Josh Snare's reconstruction of episode 1, which I really enjoyed and really did engage me enough to where I really want to see the rest of the story. That was a really good recon. And then I want to see the Aztecs a lot. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I've seen that clip of that one scene when the Doctor's talking to Barbara about how you can't change history. Not one line, believe me, I know. when he says that. That's such a nice, wonderful moment. And it's made me want to see the rest of the story. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. I don't know much about the Keys of Marinus. I don't know if that one's good or not. I never really hear people talk about it. And I never really hear anybody talk about the Sensorites. But I get the impression that's not a good one for some reason. So let me know what you think of the ones that I have seen, what you think of the ones I haven't seen, and what your top 3 for season 1 are. I'm always interested in finding out what you guys think. I like engaging with y'all down in the comments. Other things to do, click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications so you never miss out on a new video. I also have a Patreon if you're interested in contributing to that. There's a link to that down in the description below. Most importantly, though, stay safe out there, and thank you for watching.